the Telosians, New Earth demands that linear time disappear. We are happy to meet you again, dear children of planet Earth. Once again we will make you understand what concerns your evolution, the spiritual evolution of all humans. As you know, there is currently a very powerful increase in celestial energies towards the Earth and its inhabitants. These energies are somewhat stirring up a large number of you, either through poor sleep, repeated fatigue, or small, annoying physical problems. If all this is happening, it is because it is important that your bodies adapt to the crystalline energies that are coming towards you, enveloping you, but also, and above all, transforming your bodies. Some of you are wondering if carbon bodies will still exist, or if they will be replaced by crystalline bodies. We will tell you this: the energies of the third dimension that you are leaving were of a heaviness due to the carbon included in your cells. But the human being growing in the understanding of true life sees his cells, his DNA transmuted into crystalline energy. It cannot be otherwise because, as you know, the new Earth is presenting itself to you quickly. You notice, and have noticed, that time passes very quickly, as if the minutes, the hours were compressed in order to reduce your days and give you the impression of a non-time. This is indeed what is happening. The new Earth, that is to say the Earth of crystalline light, requires lightness, and non-time. The new Earth requires that the linear time that you live disappear in order to project you into the time of true life, the time where everything is lived at the same time, past, present and future. This is difficult to understand for you, who have lived for eons to the rhythm of hours, days, and months. Of course, it is not tomorrow that you will live non-time, but it is being strongly prepared, and you have proof of it by the speed with which your days unfold. We know that many of you are wondering about how the change to the new Earth will happen. We tell you, have no fear, it will happen with great gentleness, that is to say that you will find yourself one day in a situation where you will feel different. Feeling different will mean that you will feel great gentleness in you, and around you. You will feel that respect is present around you, and this will enchant you. Of course, as we have already said, this will come to you after the almost total dissolution of the embezzlement, manipulation, and thoughtless lies that are continuously inflicted on you by those who still want to lead you into decadence. But, as you know, as we have already told you many times, the lives of all these humans, yet very very few in number, will find themselves facing the end of their desires for power over you. We know that they are trying everything right now, and for a few more months, but these are the surges of the hunted being, who no longer knows how to get out of this imbroglio in which he has gotten himself lost. Have confidence in life, have confidence in the transformations that are happening in you, even if in your families, among your friends some look at you askance, because you are evolving. Because you are growing in love and pure light. Have confidence in life concerning your detractors, because, at a certain moment, they too will be able to have the trigger of pure love and pure light, and they will be able to understand who they are, and what true life is. Dear children of Earth, whatever may happen in the coming months, center yourself in your heart, meet your divine being, which is the great power of love and light that the Creator has instilled in you. We are here to support you, to help you grow, but we do not, and will not do for you the work of evolution that you need to grow spiritually. We accompany you with great love. Embracing stillness, the power of letting go. We live in a time where we are constantly urged us to fix, improve, and hustle. Action is equated with progress, and in many cases, it's true hard work and initiative often lead to success. Yet, there are moments when the best thing to do is nothing at all, to be still, and see what happens. This idea of being still seems counterintuitive. Surely doing nothing means our goals will fall away. We'll fail. The skill is in knowing when to do nothing, and why. It can be in our moments of choosing to be still that we get our best insights, and that circumstances take a leap forward. Because the truth is, perhaps you don't need to fix everything, and sometimes fixing gets in the way. The culture of fixing. From an early age, we are taught to solve problems. Education emphasizes critical thinking and problem-solving skills, and the professional world rewards those who can swiftly identify and rectify issues. This mindset is incredibly valuable. But, and it's a big but, it can also be exhausting and counterproductive, especially when applied indiscriminately to every aspect of our lives. For example, in our personal lives, the urge to fix can manifest in various ways: constantly trying to improve relationships, always seeking self-improvement, or relentlessly striving to achieve our goals. While these endeavors are, of course, noble, they can also lead to burnout, anxiety, and a perpetual sense of inadequacy. There is an ancient wisdom in the practice of stillness. Spiritual traditions, from Buddhism to the Taoist Stoicism, advocate for the power of being present and allowing things to unfold naturally. This doesn't mean passivity or apathy, though. Rather, it's about recognizing that not every situation requires our intervention. The key is to make being still an action, a conscious choice, to let go of the need to fix or control. When we do, there are natural benefits that unfold. Here's a few. 1. Clarity and perspective. When we take a step back and allow ourselves to be still, this is when we gain clarity and perspective. When things in life seem chaotic, it's easy to become overwhelmed and lose sight of what's really important. By pausing, we create space to reflect and observe, which often leads to insights that certainly wouldn't emerge in the heat of the moment. What evolves naturally from this is something like action pause, and be still action pause, and be still action, etc. 2. Natural resolution. Some problems resolve themselves without our interference, and trying to fix only gets in the way. Relationships, for instance, often benefit from a period of cooling off rather than immediate confrontation. By giving others and ourselves the space to process emotions and thoughts, conflicts can sometimes dissolve naturally. 3. Energy conservation. I think most of us would agree that constantly trying to fix everything is draining. By selectively choosing when to act and when to remain still, we can focus our efforts on what will have the most significant impact. Practical steps to embrace stillness. So how do we embracing stillness? And especially when we've been taught the mantra of action. 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 The truth is that it takes practice and intention. We have to be clear in our minds of why we should be still. We have to decide that doing nothing can sometimes be the best action of all, and that being still can often lead to deep and important insights and solutions. And it can recharge our batteries. Here are some practical steps to help you integrate this approach into your life. 1. Mindfulness meditation. Incorporate mindfulness meditation into your daily routine. Even a few minutes a day can help cultivate a sense of inner calm and presence when the hustle and bustle of life is happening around and in your life. Mindfulness teaches us to observe our thoughts and feelings without immediately reacting to them. It's a highly useful skill that builds presence of mind and the strength and focus to remain still in challenging situations. 2. Set boundaries. Learn to set boundaries around your time and energy. Despite the urge, not every problem requires your immediate attention, and not every issue is yours to fix. Prioritize what really matters, including your mental health. And give yourself permission to let go of the rest. 3. Practice acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or giving up. It's about acknowledging reality as it is in the moment. It halts the urge to act and creates a momentary pause. But it's enough because acceptance is a conscious choice. By accepting situations, people, and ourselves as they are, we reduce the urge to constantly change and control everything. We allow the natural flow of things. 4. Reflect and journal. Take time to reflect on your experiences and journal your thoughts. It helps to reinforce the importance and power of being still. It creates a record where we can see how situations evolve over time, often showing us that many issues resolve themselves without our intervention. and writing can also be a powerful tool for processing emotions and gaining additional insights. Where do we go from here? The practice of stillness is a radical act of self-care and wisdom, especially because the world seems so obsessed with fixing and improving. But by allowing ourselves to be still and see what happens, we tap into a deeper understanding of life's natural rhythms and resolutions. We learn that not every problem required our intervention, and that sometimes the best action was no action at all, to just be present and trust the process. The key in all this is balance. Some things require action, and some things work better when we fix them. But applying this notion to everything is where we run into problems. It's about choosing when to act and when to be still, and let things be. And that depends on the situation, and it depends on you. When we learn the skill of stillness, and the power of letting go, we naturally come to realize that we don't need to attend to everything all of the time. And there's great freedom in that, so embrace the power of stillness, and discover the profound peace and clarity it can bring to your life. Being a forerunner isn't always comfortable. Dear Owns, what happens to you and those you love once you fully claim yourself by crossing your bridge to new you? Will you remain who you are, or will you be so different that you do not need to complete anything now? Will the heavens open with golden sunshine day after day? Will you like your new self or the new self of those you love? These are similar to the questions you pondered as a young 3D adult. The difference is you had concrete 3D goals or hopes. Your new being seems nebulous, almost unwieldy. How can you describe a future you or no one in the universes has experienced? Your new life is similar to the first explorers who sailed the world. Is the promise of a life of joy a hope, or a reality? How can we of the universes be confident those now of Earth transitioning beyond 3D will respond to and create love instead of fear or anger? What if the majority transitioning do not accept love and joy? Even though you are excited, you are also hesitant. So you dip your toes into joy and love, and then pull back before you stand out as unusual because others do not feel the same. You are now in your regret phase, which was often part of your 3D lives. The difference is that in 3D, those who completed what you were attempting could provide information to reduce your anxiety. The unknown now is truly the unknown. Will you like your new life? We of the universes can only answer yes, because you have dreamed of and prepared for it for eons. Even so, the final decision about your level of joy is yours. Will your life change? Most definitely. Will it be a change for the better? If you are tired of fear and rage, yes. But if your relationships are based on fear and anger, your bridge crossing will be more complicated than you anticipated. Perhaps an example will better explain. Imagine you enjoy a job surrounded by coworkers who feel more like a loving family than coworkers. You are offered a higher paying job better suited to your skills, but if you accept, you will leave those loving coworkers. Many of you feel you are making a similar move. Granted, your relationships might have some bumps, and your home and/or job might be improved, but overall you are relatively comfortable. Does crossing that bridge mean you eliminate the life you have created for yourself, or is it an enhancement to what you already have? So crossing the bridge, a new world, or whatever phrase best describes what you expect sounds fantastic until you realize they are no longer dreams, but your new reality. You are letting go of what was to grasp onto the unknown, a frightening thought for many. What does a new life mean? What do you want it to mean? What if you decide you don't like the new life? What if accepting the new life means negating your former life? In the next few days, you might question yourself because longing for the new was exciting before it was imminent. Can you change your mind about accepting your new world? No, so the fear we of the universes have highlighted in this message might seem overwhelming in the next few days. A fear that results from being part of the first wave, with no one other than the universes informing you that all is wonderfully well in your world. You have worked diligently to achieve this point in your transition. Now, you have time to catch your breath and decide what you want and who you are. This is a frightening thought for many, not because you are a bad or wrong person, but because you are the first of the new. And you have likely not yet opened your personal crystal ball to envision all you will achieve once you cross your bridge. In this phase, you realize how dramatic your transition has been, and perhaps can envision the results you hope for. Results that will be achieved if you flow into your new world instead of delaying or trying to stop the inevitable. You will only realize how new your being is once you complete your bridge crossing. This message is not to terrorize you, but to help allay your fears, many of which are similar to those you had when it was time to leave your 3D home of origin. The difference is that others who completed similar exits before you could inform you that all would be well. This transition depends on realizing your joy as you move into your new life and confirming that feeling to those following. You are the forerunners, not always the most enviable position. So be it. Amen. SorceryOffLight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.